To start seated. If you want to have a cushion nearby and a blanket as well, so you can use the cushion to lift your seat up slightly. So we're lifting the hips up so that we're able to elongate the spine and sit up that little bit taller. Okay, so really start to feel the sitting bones as they drop down into your support or down into your mat. And then you can start to lengthen the spine and lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Start to relax your shoulders and relax your jaw. And if it's comfortable now, you can close down the eyes. If you don't want to close the eyes, you can just lower your gaze, taking the gaze down just past the tip of the nose down to your mat. So as you connect in with your breath now, feel the body soften. On the inhale, feel the navel pressing out, feel the sides expand. And on the exhale, you can relax and gently draw the navel back towards the spine. Just really checking in, see how you're feeling today. What kind of day have you had so far? How has your mind been? And whatever it is, no matter how you're feeling, just accept that. Don't try to change anything. So let go of the day that's gone and just aim to be here in this moment for the next little while. Letting go of any expectations. So don't put any pressure on yourself to perform or to look a certain way, to be a certain way. Just accepting yourself in this moment, exactly how you are. Okay, so now you can gently walk the hands out to the side, so staying on the fingertips. Drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, take the left ear down to the left shoulder. And inhale, coming back to center. So drop in chin to chest now. As you drop the chin down, you can lift the chest up and maybe start to draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Still breathing into our belly. And then we'll come back to center. And then draw a line with the nose up towards the ceiling. Pressing the shoulders down and back, still lifting through the chest. And coming back to center. Just taking the hands to rest on your knees. And we'll just gently roll the shoulders back. And forward. Coming back to center. Keeping the hands where they are. You can then inhale and we'll open the chest. So we're arching the back. You can tilt the pelvis forward and really open the chest. Feeling lots of length in the front body. And then exhale to round the spine. Tuck the tailbone and tuck the chin. Inhale to open all the way up. And exhale, scoop the tailbone around the spine. Again, inhale to open up. And exhale to round. We'll go for 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale to round. Finding your way back to a neutral spine. From here, we'll bring the chest over to one side and then we're going to bring it around to the front. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, circling back to the front. Exhale to round. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to round. Inhale forward. And then we'll switch direction. Keep your breath flowing. Feel the movement in the hips and in the torso. Last time. And then finding yourself back in center. Inhale, we're going to reach both arms up, lengthen. Exhale, take the right hand to the left knee and the left fingertips behind. Inhale, you can lengthen the spine, open the chest. And exhale, softly deepen into a twist. So the navel turns towards the left and you can gaze over the left shoulder. Be mindful here that you're not leaning back into the hand. We still want the torso to be nice and long, head stacked over heart, heart stacked over pelvis. And now keeping your right hand where it is, we'll cross the left arm over to the knee, round through the spine, and come up. We're going to keep the arms crossed over. We'll lift and come into eagle arms. So really hook the left elbow into the right. If the palms come together, that's cool. If not, don't worry, just take the backs of the hands together. From here, we're going to lift the elbows up, open the chest, and imagine you're pulling the shoulder blades away from each other. Unravel, inhale, we'll lift both arms up. Exhale, take the left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind. Inhale to lift. Exhale to deepen. Take the gaze over the right shoulder this time. And you can lower the gaze down towards your mat, and this just allows the mind to be less busy and the energy turned inwards rather than focusing on all the things that are going on around us. Coming back to center, cross that arm over, round, and then we'll lift both arms up, locking the hands together or backs of the hands together, lifting the elbows up, taking 3 long breaths here. Pressing the shoulders down away from the ears. Lovely, and then inhale to reach up. Exhale, we're going to come forward. So reach, reach, reach. Bring the hands down to wherever feels good for you. And we'll relax the head and the chest. So you can can take one more breath where you are. Then when you're ready, inhale, use the strength of the abdomen to lift up. Exhale, take the arms down by your sides. Okay, really good. So we'll extend the legs out in front. Feeling really strong in this posture. So hands can plant down by your sides. And then we're going to flex through the feet. So pressing out of the heels, toes draw back towards your face. Going to really engage the legs. So imagine the flesh on your thighs is drawn up towards the hips. And then we're going to engage the core. So really draw navel towards spine and engage the space below the belly button. From here, we're going to inhale to lift both arms up. And then exhale, think up and over, draw navel to spine and really reach the chest forward. So rather than just bring the head down, we're going to aim to keep the spine long, folding from the hips and reach the chest forward and then the head follows. So from here, you can take hold of the shins, the ankles or the feet. Wherever you are, just try to press the shoulders down your back, pressing the shoulder blades down. We're reaching the crown of the head forward. We're still drawing the navel in to give ourselves a bit more space. And then here, use your breath to see if you can find more space to deepen or soften into the posture. Take one final breath here. And then we'll come back up. So just coming back to center. Okay, swing the legs behind. You can remove your cushion. And then we'll come onto all fours, table position. So spread the fingers nice and wide. You want to really ground down through the finger pads and the base of the index finger and the thumb. Okay, so wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. I'm going to take some small circles here. And then making the circles bigger. And the other way. We're circling the hips and then the shoulders are moving as well. So just a really nice way to gently wake up all of the joints. And then we'll bring the spine into it, so if you want to start to round and dip. And there's no right or wrong, just finding your own movement, your own expression. And make your way back to center. Okay, good stuff. From here we'll tuck the toes. So tucking the toes right under, draw navel to spine here, flatten the back, pressing the floor away. We're going to take a big inhale, lengthen the back of the neck, and then exhale, just hover the knees above the mat. So be mindful that you're not collapsing into the shoulders or dipping the belly down. So we're nice and strong here, actively pressing the mat away as we lift up. Really good. Take one more full breath here. And then softly allow the knees to relax down. We're going to uncurl the toes. Take the big toes together. Take the knees apart. And then allow the hips to sink back for child's pose. So really pay attention to what you need here. If you need to keep the arms stretched out, then you can do that. Maybe you need to stack the arms and rest the head down. Find what feels good for you. When you find a comfortable position, maybe you need to use your props. When you find what works for you, you're going to stay here for some nice long breaths. Try to relax the shoulders, relax the hands, relax the jaw. Relaxing the legs, the belly. Really feel the belly soften. And as you inhale, feel the sides expand and breathe into the back body. Take one more big breath here. And then you can look forward, making your way back up onto all fours. Take the knees back under the hips. You can walk the hands forward just a little bit more. Fingers spread wide. Tuck the toes. Then we're going to hover the knees again, engage the belly, and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. So finding your way to our first downward facing dog. So you can stay here, focusing on your breath, actively pressing the mat away with the hands, and then you can externally rotate the shoulders so that they're moving away from the ears. Neck has lots of space. And see if you can draw navel to spine in this pose and see what difference that makes, how the pose changes for you. Allow the weight to sink back into the heels. They don't have to come to the mat, and if you do need to soften the knees here to be able to lengthen the spine, then do that. Take one more big breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to shift our weight forward into plank pose. Pressing back through the heels. If you need to drop the knees here, then go ahead. Wherever you are, try to keep the spine long, navel to spine, and shoulders are strong. So we're going to lower down onto the mat. If you want to come down knees, chest and chin, go ahead, keeping the elbows in tight. Or if you want to lower yourself down, again, elbows in tight, and coming all the way down onto the mat. Uncurl the toes, going onto the tops of the feet. We're going to press down into the tops of the feet, elbows in tight. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and shine the heart forward. So just coming up as high as feels comfortable for you. So maybe you're here, and that's fine too. Be careful not to crunch the neck here. Take one more breath, press down into the pubic bone on the tops of the feet. Try to lift the knees. And exhale, we'll come right back down. Taking the fingertips out wide. We're going to do the same movement again. So inhale, shoulders draw back, chest opens, lifting up. And exhale, coming back down. Two more like that. Inhale, lifting up, draw the navel in. Exhale, coming down. And again, inhale to lift right up, pressing the shoulders down and back. Exhale. Okay, so bringing the hands back under the shoulders, fingers spread wide, draw the elbows in, tuck the toes, and then we'll press right back to downward facing dog. From here, you can ground down into the left heel. Inhale, the right leg lifts behind, three-legged dog. So you want to press out of the heel and spiral the toes down towards the floor so the hip is grounded. Inhale, leg lifts. Exhale, draw the knee up so that it's coming towards the front of the mat, and slowly we'll take the foot in between the hands. So if you need to actively help yourself up here, go ahead, just take hold of your ankle, give it a help up. So from here we're going to inhale to lift and lengthen. We draw the shoulders back, drop the hips down, and then exhale, plant the palms, we'll step back to down dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward to plank, and exhale, find your way down. Inhale for cobra, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts this time. Exhale, hug it in, and plant the foot in between the hands. Inhale to lift and lengthen, chest opens, hips drop down. Exhale, plant the palms, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. This time, inhale, we're going to ground down and lift the arms up. Exhale to come back down. Frame that front foot, stepping back to down dog. Inhale, find your way to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale as we lift the arms up. And exhale, frame that front foot, stepping back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the knees. This time we'll take the knees together. Big toes touch. Press the hips back and come to rest. So the hands can come to face up, down by your sides. Drop the shoulders, drop the forehead down. And breathe into the back. This is a lovely posture. Breathing deeply here. Allow the breath to settle. Take one more full breath. And then slowly unravel, rolling up so that you come to sit up on the heels. Okay, so walk the hands forward and then we'll come to sit. And you can lie down on your back. Okay. So we're going to hug the knees into the chest. And then you can start to rock forward and back and forward and back. Really nice for the spine. Get the energy moving. And the next time you come up, we're going to find our way into a boat pose. So coming up, you're resting on the space between your lower back and your bum. And then you can either have the shins parallel to the floor and the hands extend out, or you can take hold of the elbows or the forearms. If you're here, just draw the shoulders down and back and open the chest. So the idea is that we're bringing the thighs and the torso together, using that strength in the belly to lift up. Okay. If you want to go a bit further, maybe you can extend the legs out. Take one more breath here. Then we'll all lower down. 3, 2, and hold. And relax all the way down. Well done. Give yourself a big stretch here. Keeping the hands overhead, you're going to clasp the right hand around the left wrist, and then you can walk the legs or the feet over to the right side of your mat, crossing the left leg over the right, and then extend the hands over to the right. So we're coming into a banana shape. Shoulders remain on the mat. Just really stretching the whole left side of the body. Coming back to center, so you can take hold of your right wrist now. Walk the legs over to the left side of the mat, crossing the right leg over the left, and then pressing the hands over to the left. Feeling that stretch up the right hand side of the body. And coming back to center. Okay, so taking the right knee into the chest, give it a nice hug. You can lift the forehead up towards the knee. Drop the head back down. So making sure the left leg is engaged here by pressing out of the heel and drawing the toes back. You can even take your left hand onto the left hip and make sure that it's pressing down and the hip is not lifting up. Okay, so taking the right knee into the right hand, left hand to the hip, and you can start to open up. So you're drawing the right knee down towards the mat and up towards the armpit. Breathing into the hip, breathing into your belly. Again, making sure that left hip is down. And taking it back to center. So now taking the outside edge of that right foot, you can clasp it with your hand, and now start to ground your right shoulder down. Left leg is still engaged. So really hugging the knee towards the armpit, breathing into the hip, breathing into your belly. Try to lengthen the back of the neck. Half happy baby. If this feels a bit intense, you can take the left sole onto the mat and just bend the knee. Okay, so stay here, or maybe you can clasp the peace fingers and the thumb around your big toe and begin to straighten that leg. So don't worry if you can't straighten the leg, that's okay. So if you are here and you want to go a bit further, you can begin to open that up so the leg comes out to the side. It can be nice to rest the elbow down on the mat here or onto the ground. And still pressing out of the heel keeping the leg engaged, watching that left hip is down. And then you can bring some softness into that knee and inhale, coming back to the center. So slowly lower that leg down till the heel comes right down to the ground. And then you can hug your left knee into the chest. Maybe lifting the head up towards the knee. Right leg is engaged here, so pressing out of the heel toes, draw back. Relax the head and the shoulders back down. And then taking the knee into the left hand, the right hand comes to the hip. Start to open up here, dropping the left knee down towards the mat. Still keeping that leg active here, so press out of the heel, draw the toes back towards the body. Both shoulders relaxing down towards the mat. And then taking it back to center. And now you can clasp the outside out of that foot with the hand. And again, start to draw the shoulder down to the mat. And working the knee down towards the armpit. Lengthen the back of the neck. Breathing into your belly. Both sides will be different, and that's okay. So staying here, or else maybe you can clasp the big toe with the peace fingers and the thumb. Begin to straighten the left leg. Right leg is still engaged. And same here, try to draw the left shoulder down towards the mat. Chest is still open, back of the neck long. If you want to go a bit deeper, you have the space. You can extend out of that heel and drop the foot out to the side. And again, it's nice to rest the elbow, if it's possible, down onto the mat for that bit of support. I'm cheating a little bit here and resting my foot on the window. That's okay too. And then you can soften the back of the knee and inhale, coming back to center. Slowly, slowly take that foot back down onto the mat. Taking both hands down by your sides, palms face up. Drop the feet out so the toes relax out to either side. So, closing down the eyes. Start to relax the jaw and all the facial muscles. Feel the belly soften, the chest soften. Feel the legs relax. Just notice any sensations in the body. Sending your breath right down to the toes. So we're moving away from doing and moving more towards a state of being and resting and observing. Observing your breath as it travels into the body and as it releases out. Just allowing yourself this time to wind down, to relax. If the mind starts to get busy, that's okay. It's natural. You can just bring your attention or your awareness back to your breath. Notice how the inhale feels. Noticing each part of the inhalation and each part of the exhalation. Notice the pause at the top of the breath. Notice the pause after the exhale at the bottom of the breath. Continue to breathe, bringing awareness to the crown of your head, to the forehead, to the eyes, to the cheeks and the jaw, to the mouth, feeling the throat soften and relax, the heart, the shoulders, elbows, wrists, each of the fingers, scanning back up the arms to the heart center. Now feel the navel center. Come down to the pubic bone, feeling both hips relax. Feeling the knees, scanning down to the ankles. Feeling the feet and each of the toes. Feeling the back of the body and the front of the body. Feeling the left arm and the left leg, the right arm and the right leg. Feeling the torso and feeling the head, feeling the whole body at ease, resting. Taking your attention to the eyebrow center now, the space between the eyebrows, Chittakash, your inner space. And here we'll plant a seed or an intention, Sankalpa. So maybe something you'd like to be more of, something you'd like to improve on. And when you've thought of one for yourself, you can mentally repeat it 3 times in the present tense. I am. And take a big breath in with loving intention. Take a big exhale through the mouth. Allow the corners of the mouth to curl up, bringing a nice smile onto your face. You can roll onto your left side. And spend another moment here, just being thankful for your body, thankful for this practice, and your ability to show up, to say yes. So you can use your hands to lift up now. Find your way into a seated pose, sitting comfortably. Lengthen the spine. To seal the practice, we'll inhale, take the arms out wide, extending the fingertips up over the head, and then exhale to ground down, so palms face down. Inhale to heart level, and then exhale to release, pressing away. Inhale to gather back towards the heart, and exhale to ground. So we'll do that again. Inhale, gathering up lots of lovely energy. Exhale to ground down, coming down the center. Inhale to heart. To exhale to let go, release. Inhale to gather back, allow yourself to receive. And exhale to ground down. So last time with lots of intention, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heart. Exhale, letting go. Inhale to gather back. Exhale, earth. Inhale up to the sky, this time palms meet overhead. Exhale, take it down the center to the heart. Bow your head and we'll say namaste. So thank you for joining me.